Good evening, Professor and class. My name is Summer Parkman, and my informative speech is going to be about a procedure called breast ironing. Breast ironing is the pounding and massaging of an adolescent girl's breast using heated objects in an attempt to make them stop developing or disappear. The procedure is usually carried out by the girl's mother in an attempt to protect the girls from sexual harassment, rape, to prevent early pregnancy, and or to allow the girl to pursue education rather than being forced into an early marriage. It is mostly practiced in parts of Cameroon. In Cameroon, boys and men think that when the girls' breasts have started to show that they are ripe for sex, which usually is not the case. Girls began to go through puberty at various ages, and now they seem to go through puberty much faster than normal. The most widely used tool for breast ironing is a wooden pestle. A wooden pestle is usually used for pounding tubers. Other tools that have been used includes bananas, coconut shells, grinding stones, ladles, spatulas, and hammers that they heat over coals. Breast ironing is common in all 10 regions of Cameroon. A survey by a German development agency called the GTZ have estimated that nearly 1 in 4 women and girls between the ages of 10 and 82 have undergone breast ironing. There are about 4 million girls in Cameroon alone. It's about 53% of the women do this to their daughters that live in Cameroon. There are lots of health consequences involved with breast ironing. Besides it being extremely painful, it also causes tissue damage. It might contribute toward breast cancer, cysts, and depression. Other possible side effects include breast infection and the formation of abscesses and malformed breasts and the complete eradication of one or more breasts. Breast ironing can also inhibit or prevent the girl from breastfeeding when she gets older. Breast ironing is considered a way to curb the number of teenage pregnancies, particularly in rural areas, as well as to limit the risk of these girls being sexually harassed. The mothers in Cameroon believe that breast ironing protects their daughters from becoming pregnant and being assaulted, as it would postpone their sexual development, and men would not be enticed by their breasts. Girls hit puberty sometimes as early as age 9. It's very sad that these women have to conform to such extreme measures just to protect their little girl's innocence, to put them through this kind of agony, to literally flatten out their breasts. Basically removing their breast without surgical removal. I can't imagine as a kid being beaten in the breast that are just starting to develop with hammers that have been heated on hot coals. I can imagine the amount of pain that these girls go through. But in the end, can you blame their mothers for wanting to protect their daughters as much as possible? Some parents will literally go to the extreme to protect their daughters. They'll do whatever it takes. No one wants to find out that their daughter has been raped because their country is full of ignorant little boys and young men who think that no matter what age the girl is, whether she's 9, 12, or 16, just because she has sprouted breasts means that she's at a ripe stage to have sex. Um, these are mothers that want their girls to excel educationally. So they pound their breasts to literally nothing so that they can go to school and learn to read, to write, to have education that we have so freely, um, just so their kids don't be forced to marry just because they have breasts, no matter, what age they are. And it's just really sad. Um, some physical aspects of the breast ironing, besides, the physical issue of possibly being 25 with no breast and the amount of scarring that you have, such as burns, deformations. Um, this is almost as bad as, female circumcision. I'm sure this leads to lots of psychological problems um, in the future with these women or girls. They get them done at such a young age. I just can't imagine ever doing it to a daughter if I ever had one. Um, it's just really unfortunate that these women do this to their children. But, if I lived in this place and all this rape was happening and, my kid couldn't go to school because she had breasts, would I do it? I can't say I would. I can't say I wouldn't. But, when someone messes with your cub, the mom turns into a lioness. She'll protect as much as she can. So, I don't blame these women for doing it. I honestly never heard of it until I was, researching on what I was going to originally do for my informative speech, which was actually going to be the female circumcision process. But this is just as bad. I never knew breast ironing existed. I didn't even know that it was a crime to have breasts as a woman. Um, I was definitely informed. I learned a lot from doing this research. I hoped you learned a lot from my speech. I thank you, professor, in the class, for taking the time out to listen to what I had to say. I look forward to listening to everyone else's speech, and go easy on me. Thanks.